Getting advice. So there's two kinds of advice, okay? There's the kind of advice that you have somebody come in and say, oh, you poor baby, or, oh, that's so hard, or, you know, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry this is happening. There's that kind of tender, compassionate advice, you know, that is like, that really has compassion and sadness for you, kind of, you know, gets it and feels sad for you. And then there's the other kind of advice that is, get up and do something about it. It's kind of hard. They're opposite. Like some advice is soft, some advice is hard. And sometimes either one of those advices could work or not work. It's not, so what you need to look at is, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. If you are getting soft advice that's very compassionate and understanding, and it's not helping you, it's not working, because that's the advice that you needed at that time, and sometimes you will need that advice, and sometimes you'll need the other advice, and how you know if it's right or wrong, or if it's working, is if it's not working. So, I just restated the obvious. But if you're, you know, sitting around, you're not motivated, you can't get going, you feel stuck and overwhelmed, and the advice you're getting is helping just keep you there, kind of like enabling or, like, see, poor me. If it's helping, if it's contributing to keeping you in that stuck place, then that's probably not the advice you need to be listening to. The other advice is probably what you need at that moment, which is the, God, that sucks. I mean, you are so freaking strong to be dealing with that. You need to be proud of yourself, you know, but get up off that couch and show yourself and me and everyone else who you are. You know what I mean? It's that light a fire under. If you want it bad enough, you will make it happen. So you have two choices. I'm still talking in the type of advice that could or could not work. If that is not the right advice for you at that time, when somebody does that, when somebody's like, get up off that couch, get up off that couch and do something about it. When that advice makes you feel worse, then that wasn't the right advice at that time. So just don't get stuck in somebody joining your bandwagon. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do need to be comforted. And sometimes being comforted in somebody saying, gosh, no wonder, I totally understand how you feel. Sometimes that will make a huge difference. And you're like, oh, finally feel understood. But then what follows that is the desire to get up off that couch or get back on your feet, right? And sometimes that advice of get off that couch, get up on your feet, make something happen, do something about it. Sometimes that will just make you feel beat down more. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to take, you know, look at the results that it's giving you and then flip it. All right? Don't let advice keep you stuck. You got to dismiss it if it's not helping empower you. All right? It's not going to be the same every situation. Please tell me that made sense. Will you guys please let me know in the comments? Okay, we got Queen of Wands. So I think I was saying take action. I don't know why Oh, maybe I pulled that from the Seven of Pentacles, which is waiting. So stop waiting. Sometimes we have to take the action first, and then our mental and mind will catch up. It will, instead of waiting for that feeling of inspiration, sometimes we don't get that inspiration until we actually take the action, even when we don't want to. Even when we have no inspiration, if we take the action, usually the inspiration follows, okay? Alright. Yeah, look at that. Start over, jump off that cliff, take a chance. Okay. Maybe stop talking about it and just do it for some of you. So the reason I really felt the need to go with both of those, scenarios with advice is because it's some of that get up off that couch, take action, do something. That's not going to work for everyone. That for some people it might make you feel more beat down. But for some people, they need to, sometimes in our lives, not being babied. Sometimes being babied will make us feel relief, understood, and then get the act. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. Okay, tell me about the Soul card. please. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. So there is an element of money here. Get started. You got a new cycle coming. You can close out the old energy of, you know, not getting where you want. You've got a rebirth. I mean, this is freaking insane. Crazy beautiful. The Fool card clarified by the World, which is a cycle completion, and a new begin. This is amazing. Beautiful, amazing. It's like karma comes in and goes, no, you're made for more than this. You're better than this. And you see your value, others follow suit. That's crazy. Somebody very resourceful and stable. Anybody can go down the wrong path and get stuck there and change the outlook, change the whole, trajectory of their life. And anybody can do it. But everybody can also turn it around. So it's a decision. And watch for twos, okay? Oh. Okay, Queen of Swords. I'm also getting, I don't know what I was asking, but I'm also getting like, stop talking about it so much. You know, maybe sometimes, you know, if we have an injury or we don't feel good or whatever, we get in the habit of saying it over and over. This is what I was feeling when I pulled that. But sometimes repeating, like talking about stuff, can keep you in that negative place. Yeah. Release yourself from the burden of it. Don't let that be your identity or your story anymore. Okay, so maybe that was a chapter in my life. But it's not going to be my whole story. And I'm going to write the next chapter differently. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what's our outcome here? Six of Wands, wow, and Ten of Pentacles splits. Forward mission, something new, stable. I'm also feeling this a little bit in the reverse, which would be kind of like, don't worry about the recognition. Focus on the accomplishments rather than, like, again, I'm getting that, remember I was getting that, don't talk about it. You don't feel the need to talk about it. It's not about being seen, or it's just focus on the end goal. Don't worry about credit, something like that. Did I have something here like that too? Yeah, again here. The recognition may come later. You don't need to worry too much about what others see or say. And then you have forward motion towards something very, very stable. Okay, anything else? My phone, Oracle, love this reading. You are the Magician. I just also got no longer needing turtles. Turtles may be significant, whether that means seeing them on TV or on art or curtains, doesn't matter. Turtles, or in nature, of course, turtles. One is twos. Chalkwood, do the work. Get up, take some steps if you're struggling, and watch, make the new life. You've got this coming. This is where your energy is supposed to be. So the reason I went into that advice, on that advice